strong it could levitate a guy. Ladies line up, fellas take note. Confidence dripping off the coat. Quarter in your pocket, don't pretend. You know you wanna spend. Mustache Ride, 25 cents. Best deal you'll get in this event. Step on up, take a chance. Phones will make the whole place dance. Mustache Rides, don't delay. Charisma tax, you gotta pay. Quarter down, no regrets. You ain't seen nothing yet. Handlebar sharp like a razor blade. Swagger so thick it ought to be paid. Spin that curl, strike that pose. Everybody knows who runs the show. Spotlight follows where I glide. Why walk when you can ride? Mustache Ride, 25 cents. Brandon Bones makes dollars make sense. Climb aboard the Ego Express. Guaranteed to impress. That's right. Exact change only. Step in line, quarter well spent every time when you're riding with the best. You forget the
rest. Fantastic America. This is Damian Andrews, and surprise, surprise, surprise. In the world of e-fetting, there's always so many surprises. We find ourselves here having a late night special for the MVWF. That's right, folks. And if you weren't aware and you didn't see the EWF the other day, last call, Jeremy Love lost the MVWF World Heavyweight Championship to The Beast. And tonight, The Beast makes his debut here as the MVWF World Champion. Big time debut here from Doo-Wop, the signee from BYS, now stepping over the borderline into the MVWF. Goes against, well, old rival from the BYS, Sven. Fusion, one of the owners of BYS, goes one-on-one with El Toro. And then in our main event, we will have an 8-superstar battle royale featuring all of those people right there. Folks, my name is Damon Andrews. Thank you if you watch this in the replay. There's nobody watching live right now. Can't say I'm surprised. LTD just went off the air. And I didn't announce anything. And this right here is an unexpected event that has nothing to do with the Supermatch tournament, which continues on tomorrow afternoon. We will continue on with the third round of the Supermatch tournament. We had ourselves an MVWF podcast with Brandon Bones earlier this morning and into the afternoon, featuring Fusion, and they had themselves a very insightful, as described by Fusion, conversation about the ins and outs of e-fetting and all of that. And go check that out if you want to watch or listen to two old men try and conquer technology. Hello, hello, what's up, Beast? That's right, the Beast making his debut here as MVWF champion. Oh, shit, I gotta save that. Let's start the show. It's the MVWF, the symbol of excellence in e-fetting, and here comes the Beast, the new MVWF champion. And of course, the Beast wants to thank all the fans, both of the EWF and the MVWF, for all of their support throughout the collaboration and the rivalry with the MVWF, and he wants to present this young man here tell everyone that he intends that the hot potatoing with the MVWF Championship has come to an end. He's supposed to do his own promo. It's all since if I was planning this. Well, anyway, he's got some plans here as MVWF champion. So good on the beast here, and good luck in his continued success here in the MVWF. I'd say that I learned a lot of non-kayfabe stuff about things in BYS today. Some doo-wop. Oh my goodness, BYS has so many. Where the fuck is this? There's so many songs in this thread. Giggles. Oh my goodness, I'm being so patient right now.
You get damn beast.
There we go. Doo-wop versus Sven.
He was just a kid. Under the lights, baby. Here I come.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Jackson, Mississippi, weighing in at 328 pounds, Dangerous Daddy Danger!
Doo-wop, a regular in BYS these days, and now has worked his way into the MVWF, grabbing the attention of Brandon Bones, and Bones signing him to a temporary contract here in the MVWF. We will see how he does against someone who's still a bit of a new face here in the MVWF, good old Sven. The man Brandon Bones doesn't want to be anywhere near.
From the ice to the fire, he rides.
And his opponent from Zurich, Switzerland, weighing in at 237 pounds, a superstar!
Oh, I forgot. I just realized I did something. I turned off the crowd. For the podcast. I never turned it back on. Let me quit this match and we'll go fix that. Oh, this is gonna fuck up the show with the bad too. Whatever. Didn't fuck anything up. Fantastic. Oh, Sven is the king of every town. Alright. You can see Doo-wop with a very serious look on his face here as these two now are going to go one-on-one. Wow, Sven deceptively tall is Sven and a double sledge from behind. Doo-Wop now going to take a high-risk move, not even bother to take his little jacket off. Let's see if I can find him a pair of Chuck Taylor for there in the ring. And a rear waistlock takedown. Doo-Wop a little slow to follow up. Gave Sven a bit of an issue there. Solved with that body drop. And now, the striking ability, stomping away at the hands, being taken away from the mighty Sven, the man who smells like fondue. Ooh. And the quaff of Doo-Wop. With blood now trickling off the devil lock. Sven now calling for it here. Sven again kind of presenting the fact that people in the MVWF kind of view him as something of a joke because of the way Brandon Bones kind of acts around him. Now, B-Style, all I was going for, and that was just like, I remember when Ultimate Warrior won the WWF title after WrestleMania 6, like, he just came on to, like, Superstars, like, Saturday morning or whatever. He just did an entrance, he ran in the ring, he played his song, whatever, people went crazy, whatever. It was, like, a celebration of the championship title change. And now Sven powering Doo-Wop into the corner. Big right hand, Sven now with his terrible haircut. A battle of very unique haircuts here, and a big swing of it. Big open hand strikes. And followed up with a sit-out drop kick. Spinning neck breaker.
And that cut on Doo-Wop is like by the chicken. How about that? Back leg round kick, as Eric Bischoff would call it back in the Nitro days. And Doo-Wop trying to fire up. They're perhaps a little behind in the points here. Yeah, pure athlete, my ass. Look at that blood pouring down. And hits him with the hair Doo-Wop. Drop kick. And Doo-Wop, I think, maybe perhaps using some of the grease in his hair to deflect that drop kick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And now we will see how the pomade is going to hold up the impact of the DDT in a 2 count. Sven now stalking his prey here with the submission hold here on the way. Sharpshooter, scorpion deathlock, if you will, but the powerful legs of Doo-Wop. Bit of a late night special here if you're just joining us. Doo-Wop versus Sven. Toro, you've got a match on this card. This 3-match card. Come back tomorrow when the MVWF continues the 3rd round of the Supermatch tournament. And now the shake, the rattle, and the roll, baby. It's not underage girls if they're your cousin. Just ask Elvis. Oh, wait. Let's just ask Jerry Lee Lewis. Oh, shit. I'm mixing up all my idiots. But not Doo-Wop. Thank you very much. Oh, big time boot, which would be way better if it was a Chuck Taylor. And giving it up for Sven right there, absorbing the blow, fires back with his own clothesline, and now he's going to the top rope. And a rather unorthodox flying kick off the top rope, and now he's poised for the springboard. It's 3:30 a.m. in wherever you're at, Toro. Man, all blue eyes right there. Picks up Sven. Olivia Newton-John's favorite wrestler, Doo-Wop, off the ropes now. And look at that, a very nimble move for a man that shape. Oh, and that's a bit more of what I would expect out of the Doo-Wop and Daddy right here. And perhaps a leg drop, baby. It's Sven out of town. Of course, Doo-Wop, I assume, is the son of Meat from Porky's. Hey. Meat. Why do they call you Meat? Meat, you can't go out with that girl. She's a freshman. Yeah, but she's about to become a senior real quick. Yep, that's Porky's, folks. The 50s were unique. And now Sven again to the top rope, and he hits something. Whatever that was. Perhaps maybe landing ass first on the wet ass cheeks of Sven. El Toro, you'll sleep when you're dead. Tonight we live. Coming to you here tonight live from the MVWF Arena here in Manch, Vegas, New Hampshire. And Doo-Wop, oh man, the blood is pouring down his face now. Doo-Wop being tested here in his debut. Kick to the rock-hard abs of the mighty Swedish soldier, Sven. And look at this, double extra leverage thanks to the hooky toes. 1 count only. Powerful kick out right there by the very powerful Doo-Wop. And now Doo-Wop on the apron, gets knocked off and falls to his doom. I remember Johnny Bravo. El Toro making deep cut references in the chat here tonight. Doo-Wop eats some steel. And how about that? Another back leg round kick. Trademark Eric Bischoff. Again, Doo-Wop, in spite of his shape, very understatedly nimble and flexible and athletic in ways he can do things that you wouldn't think a big man of his size carrying that weight would have to. And instead, I think what he's just doing right now is he's just content to punish Sven and smash his ass into the steel steps over and over again here. Because fuck that shit, and that's enough of that. I mean, a complete bully move right there by Doo-Wop. Smart move. Sven sidestepping the big-time shoulder block from the top rope. Doo-Wop looking to lay the bomb on him to put him away. And a very European uppercut stops him cold. Sven now leads Doo-Wop over to the corner. Hello, top turnbuckle. And now the big man shifts his weight, and Sven, of course, now fatigued. Takes him over with the 57 Cadillac right there, baby. Boom. Man, these guys standing toe-to-toe here. Center of the ring, ducks the clothesline, catches the foot. Now, half crab right here. If he tucks his elbow back behind Sven's heel, he could probably get a heel hook on it as well as a double submission. Man, look at the back of Sven. I think both guys have underestimated each other here. And I think both of them are kind of paying the price at this point, having not found a way to win this thing in a rolling arm drag off the second rope. Sven now setting Doo-Wop up here for the arm twist into the Fujiwara arm bar, center of the ring. Man, Doo-Wop bleeding bad now. There's blood all over the mat. Will this be enough to put him away? No, doo-wop kicking out again, and Sven absolutely disappointed, and perhaps maybe he'll knock him off the apron again. No, decides against it. Oh, perhaps maybe he'll introduce him to the apron in a much different way. Oh, he's all shook up. Go Grease Lightning, and now the blood pouring out of doo-wop. I can't say here that I can necessarily blame Sven here for the severity of the injury that has been applied to doo-wop thus far. Because right there, you see doo-wop has also got a bit of a reckless streak in him. He's a bad boy. He's the guy, if your daughter brought him home, you would not be pleased. Daddy would not be pleased, and the first thing he would do is he would introduce doo-wop to Daddy's gun. And there is the 57 Cadillac one more time. Brand new Cadillac. Brand new Cadillac. And now doo-wop, though, getting sandbagged by Sven, who felt whatever he was going for. May not have had a specific dodge or a counter to it, but just sandbagged the whole process. And doo-wop continuing to exacerbate the cut on his head by using his face as a weapon. Man, the welts on Sven's back are excruciatingly painful looking. Sven calling for it here. And there it is, the reverse jackknife, and again with the hooky toes. Shoulders down. Doo-wop again escapes, only this time at the last possible moment. Ooh, man. Sven going to the top. And hitting that leg drop right now. Doo-wop may be in big, big trouble. Fujiwara armbar yet again, but too close to the ropes right there. Doo-wop, good ring generalship right there. Grabs Sven off of the mistake. Shake, rattle, and roll. Oh, but he hurt his own back with the impact. Will it be enough here? Doo-wop with his first big chance to win this thing. And he does. Nope, wrong one.
Here is your winner, Dangerous Daddy Danger.
Wow, doo-wop here really gave it up for the crowd. He dropped blood here in his debut in the MVWF, and yeah, baby, he's loving it. He's going to go off to the Soda Jerk, watch himself a movie with James Cagney in it, and probably say something sexist to a lady, because the 50s, you could do that shit. Okay, Fusion now making his debut here in the MVWF. So let me just get Toro's music going. And then I'll gotta go find Fusion, because El Toro's music is on YouTube. Fusion's music is on Discord. And keeping this fucking shit straight, bro, has been driving me fucking crazy, because everybody's got a different source for their theme song and all that stuff. And so it has definitely caused me some issues here. especially in the moment when I'm live, and I got to take the time to find.
You know I don't.
Nope. Come on, where are you, Fusion? Where are you, Fusion? Where are you? Tiny little Fusion. Oh, Fusion. You absolutely cannot win. Fusion.
GOAT public service announcement with how to not win wrestling matches. The Fusion's way. Are you tired of accidental victories? Sick of your hand being raised when you clearly didn't earn it? Want to master the fine art of glorious defeat? Then step into the ring with the Fusion's way, where losing isn't failure. It's a lifestyle. Forget intimidating entrances, trip on the ropes, miss your cue, wave to the wrong crowd, bonus points if your theme music cuts out halfway. Why study your opponent when you can vibe? Charge headfirst. Every time into every...
Oh my god, I made it way too old.
Classic errors are born. Try tagging the opponent, pinning yourself, celebrating before the
Look at his laugh lines.
Attempt moves you've only seen once, backwards in slow motion. Sell every move like it's the end of your career. Stay down, stay confused.
Alright, I'm gonna fix that.
What just happened? Blame everything except yourself.
Yes, blame everything except you.
The opponent tried too hard, clearly, not your fault. Result? A flawless record of loss. A legacy of chaos and fans who will remember you. Just not for winning. The Fusion's way. Why win? Yeah. When the bass drops, somebody get voted. Can't stop when I move, hold the real tight.
And his opponent, representing the new millennium from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eli
El Toro, multiple time MVWF World Money Champion. Working his ass off, the working man, the blue collar hero here in the MVWF, rocking the crowd. The people love El Toro in the MVWF. Fusion, a very, don't underestimate him, is the deal with Fusion. Or perhaps walk up to him and kick him square in the face. Yeah, I gotta definitely fix Fusion's face right there. I made some modifications there to try and give him a more of a grizzled veteran look to him or whatever, and I don't think I just succeeded in making him look like his face was melting. And again, sometimes those horns will work for El Toro here to his advantage, but sometimes if his opponents can get their hands on him, they can get him down in position for a splash off the top rope. And there's a good look at Fusion's butt. It's the late night special here, the MVWF. Just a couple of matches here we're having here after 10 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States here, and a back fist from El Toro, and Fusion dips out for some time to recover, but he's right back in. And Fusion's still not wearing the goddamn flower crown. Face first to the turnbuckle. Fusion now feels like he's got him in position. El Toro here eats the strikes. Combination of them. Oh, but Fusion maybe took a moment there to check out the crowd, and it gave El Toro a chance to recover and turn the tide here. And look at that fancy knee drop. I think Fusion, of course, is looking to make a splash here. Well, he's already hit a top rope splash. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, he is now on a Brandon Bones home turf here. And for those of you that know and that have followed the storyline between Fusion and Brandon Bones in BYS and LTD, Fusion has been mentored by Brandon Bones here in his career. And a 2 count on El Toro. And ever since they began being associated with one another, Fusion has enjoyed a certain amount of success, and up into and including going viral with some of his entrance theme songs and his promos. So you got to wonder that maybe perhaps he was a little bit premature in drawing Brandon Bones into his narrative when he was right around the corner from breaking the glass ceiling anyway. Off the ropes, and a big time Superman punch comes up short. El Toro, there's plenty of footage of him out there. You know Fusion has, if he's been turning his fortunes around, he's been doing and putting in the work to earn it for himself. Off the ropes goes Fusion. Oh, actually, not off the ropes. Over the ropes he goes. El Toro, he's willing to take a risk now and then. Seen the man walk barefoot through thumbtacks. Fusion taking a nap. Off. And Fusion just laying in wait for El Toro to get into the camera shot before he decides to hit the knee strike. 20 counts outside the ring in the MVWF. Double underhook Fusion, pedigree. The Fusion reactor there on the floor, but perhaps maybe the horns. That might be the element that gives El Toro the defensive impact control that he needs. Oh man, did you see Fusion? He got his hands up to block that kick right there. But that's a tough way to block it with just your forearms when that full power of that kick comes on, and of course followed up by the full power of that clothesline, sending him inside out. Drop kick, pinpoint accuracy, got him on the full extension, did Fusion. Grabs him by the ankles, yanks him off the apron. Man, Fusion having needing a mental health break or something right there. I don't know what was up with that, but he was freaking the fuck out. Now he's seeing if he can hide behind the referee and completely disappear. It's like, no, dude, you're bigger than her. Oh, look at this, El Toro. What was the referee doing? The referee was thinking about leaving right there for some reason. And we got some Fusion fans in the crowd. And what you are seeing now here bit by bit as more members of BYS are starting to make their debut here in the MVWF. We've seen King Steffers and King Steffers. Yeah, Freudian slip. Queen Steffers and King Outlaw. We've seen appearances by Miss Jiggles and Pamela Pancake. And a kick out at 2. The right shoulder came up just in time. Did Fusion. And again, Fusion now laser focused here. Again, has not done anything here. He's made no mistakes. He's kept his feet on the ground for the most part. And now he's tying El Toro up, taking those kicks away from him by both damaging the leg and forcing him into the corner. Toro not staying there very long, and now just grabbing a hold of him. Big time kabong, knee strike on the face. How about a second one? Didn't get enough of the first knee, got all of the second knee, did El Toro. Jester in the chat, hello sir. Fellow member of the Hated in LTD. Got robbed tonight against Jeff Matthews. That ain't shit. The barefoot El Toro. The bull head first style combined with that UFC striking and submissions. A very unorthodox hybrid style does Toro use. Fusion much more of a catch-as-catch-can style wrestler. The suplexes, the strikes. And Toro now feels like he might have Fusion ready for the knockout. Here come the strike combo. Up in the air. Knee strike coming up. Boom! Fusion busted open, shoulders down. Oh, give it up for Fusion. Digging down deep with a bullet hole in his head. You can see the blood pouring. Double barefoot stomp. Fusion out of town out of that. He didn't want anything to do with that, man. He's bleeding bad. Toro got him good. And you can see Fusion just struggling with... Oh, right here. Fusion had him locked up in the rear naked choke. And he's removing a turnbuckle, the MVWF turnbuckle, of course. And there is Smelany's sister, Candy Sucks. And arm wringer by the mighty Fusion. And El Toro may be in position here to get put away. And there it is, rear naked choke. And a bleeding Fusion. Man, look at Toro goes out like this. Considering his background right there, what a way for Fusion to win his debut. Of course, a very similar move is what El Toro recently used to defeat Brandon Bones. Would it do? Well, actually, I am kind of not Brandon Bones right now. I'm my play-by-play man, Damien Andrews. Though people do say we sound awfully similar to one another, although I don't know why that is. 1, 2, and a 2 count. 1, 2. Oh man, there's the feet on the ropes there. Fusion using all of Brandon Bones' dirty tricks. That mentorship has really shaped Fusion in a different way than he was before. Rear waist lock now. Oh, wow. Man, Fusion had all the pop in his hips for that German suplex right there. And now he's ready to put Toro away. No, Toro out of dodge. Wow, knee strike caught him, stunned him, off the ropes. Fastball punch again comes up short. Fusion having it scouted and now carries him over to the turnbuckle. So he can kiss the top turnbuckle, or at least, you know, say hello to it. El Toro now, perhaps desperate, going to the top rope. There's the double barefoot stomp. Man, may have been thinking about another German suplex. I think Fusion was impressed with himself with how he hit it. And now look at this. His own wrist clutch. Rear naked choke right there. And Fusion finds the ropes. Good ring generalship out of Fusion. Again, the trainings and beatings and tutorials from Brandon Bones, this mentorship really paying off with the blockbuster. Top rope connects, shoulders down. And I gotta say, I gotta wonder if Fusion's feet weren't under the rope right there. But it looks like Toro gets the win. Heck of a match here. Oh man, the spear got him hard right there. But Fusion showed what he was made of several times throughout this match, bleeding profusely. And I think the feet under the ropes right there, and the stupid referee did not call it. And considering that we just seen some very good calls on some rope breaks earlier in the match, I'm kind of surprised it went that way. Yeah. Questionable call there by the referee here in Fusion's debut. All right, what we've got here is an 8-person battle royal here in our main event here tonight. Ryan Doyle, Sensei Mark Selesky, Gigi, Last Call Jeremy Love, Primetime Sean Sanders, Warrior Empress, one of the only females contracted as a regular contracted wrestler here in the MVWF Warhammer, and the Proletariat Playboy, Too Cool Koito. Doyle now laying in the clotheslines on a seemingly impervious Warhammer. And when you've got this many competitors all in the same match, it can be very hard to call. Warrior Empress getting slammed. The MVWF Arena sold out here for this impromptu show here in Manch, Vegas. Jeremy Love, having just lost the MVWF Championship to Beast, gets eliminated by Primetime. You know that's got to be very satisfying for Primetime right there, getting rid of Jeremy, since they've had their issues in the past. So many rumors, of course. Will Sensei Mark Selesky join LTD? Oh, what is this right here? Crucifix here. Oh, man. Total penetration there by the Proletariat Play. Somebody got eliminated. Gigi is gone. Sensei Mark Selesky now. Ooh, man. Sidewalk slam right there. And now look at Doyle. Doyle doesn't want to go up for the double chicken wing. And you can see the Warhammer waiting in the wings. The World Tag Team Champions, Primetime Shawn Sanders and Warhammer, are both out there right now. And the man in the assless chaps, man, had Warhammer upside down. Doyle gets knocked off the apron by Primetime, and again, the tag team champions are still out there. Too Cool Coito obliterated Warhammer right there, and now he's got him up in the Fisherman Buster. Primetime, Warrior Empress over the top rope. Can she survive the onslaught? No, she's gone. Oh, man. Man, it's the World Tag Team Champions, Primetime Shawn Sanders, and they're going up against Too Cool Coito, two very old friends in Coito and Sensei Mark Zaleski. Up in the air, nice. Mannequin Rana. Warhammer got the big portly one in the corner. Zaleski, Primetime, they know each other quite well. Oh, and a save right there by Warhammer. And out goes Zaleski. He's eliminated. And the tag team champions against Too Cool Coito here. Uh-oh. Primetime vulnerable. Hanging in the tree of woe. Hell of a German suplex right there. Oh, man, and Too Cool Coito tried to fire up, only to get kicked in the face. Man, he's giving the tag team champions a fight. He is out there by himself, is the proletariat playboy, Too Cool Coito. He's about to take a look at the power, right? Uh-oh. Just because he can. And the crowd loving this right here. Can you believe this scenario right here? Coito is going 1 against 2 against the World Tag Team Champions here in this Battle Royal, and he is fighting for his life. The 69-69 gets blocked by Warhammer, unfortunately. Warhammer, Primetime coordinating here, smashes his face into the mat. Stop short again, Coito. The up flip, there he goes, 6'9", gets caught again. Warhammer called it out to him. Again, when you've got your tag team partner as eyes in the back of your head, and look at the power of Warhammer right here. Just going to punish Johnny. And over again. But again, the story here is that the tag team champions are struggling here against Too Cool Coito, even though they plowed their way through this tournament to get to this point. Coito continues to fight back, but man, the numbers game, always, every time he takes a step forward, they cut him off. Johnny going for it again, and again, it doesn't work, Johnny. And you gotta wonder, and it would not be the first time that Primetime and Warhammer have played with their food a little bit. They made that mistake and went to a time limit draw against I believe Kid Christian and Local Talent, or maybe Jimmy Controversy, was two of the Dark Horsemen. And they ended up like, what? Oh, boom, every man for himself in the Battle Royal, and Warhammer wants to win this thing. The tag team champions were working together as a cohesive unit, but to a point, eventually, the rules of the Battle Royal, one man remains, and now Warhammer looking to get rid of Koito, and that makes sense. And Prime Time paying his tag team partner back. Ankle lock. Man, if he doesn't have a leg to stand on, Warhammer won't be able to defend if Primetime tries to push him over the top rope. Look at the power of Warhammer. Ooh, man. Ooh, big time roaring elbow. Clocks Warhammer, and the crowd felt that one. And a German suplex is gonna try to break the spirit. How about again? Primetime dumping Warhammer on his head, making a statement. What is Primetime doing? Oh! And just like that, Primetime sets him up to deliver him outside the ring, but Warhammer is still in this thing. Uh-oh, end zone. Face first, spiked his face like a football. Yeah, I can't imagine. Warhammer can't have that much strength left in him after all those suplexes he just took. And these two guys putting on a hell of a show here at the end of this short event here, this Battle Royal. And now Warhammer perhaps maybe looking to end this here. Got Primetime up in the air. The power of Warhammer. Yes, he got him!
Forget what you knew. Welcome to the motherfucking battlefield. I two-step with Lucifer, and ever since I started...
Well, congratulations to Warhammer. He continues to pad his resume. Right there was like the big shocking turn. Again, it was going to have to come down to that eventually, and they spent a lot of time working as a cohesive team. So kudos to the tag team champions. Gotta wonder if that Warhammer Primetime versus the Disillusioned match is ever gonna happen in the EWF. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short event here. Kevin Anderson, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the MVWF, sir. Congratulations to Warhammer winning the Battle Royal here tonight. We got anything to report here? El Toro, he's hurt. The Beast entered the ring to address the audience with a huge message. Yes, that's right. He's promising to display of dominance and that he's going to defend the MVWF Championship and stop the hot potatoing of the MVWF title. So anyway, folks, thank you for joining us here. I hope you enjoyed here the... Is Warhammer the brother of Mike Tyson? No, but he hits just about as hard, folks. course, the MVWF, Kevin, if you're not familiar, the MVWF has actually been around for 27 years. The very first MVWF matches took place in a tournament called Canada Cup back in the summer of 1999 on the PlayStation 1 on WWF Attitude. And then we spent all those years on the Nintendo 64, going from WrestleMania 2000 and the legendary No Mercy. And then we switched over to the GameCube with WrestleMania 18 and Day of Reckoning 1 and 2. Man, Day of Reckoning 2 was one of those games we used for a very, very, very long time. Up until the MVWF actually went on a hiatus in 2009. Didn't return. I actually bought a few of the 2K games over the years. I think I bought 2K13 and 2K14. And I was almost on board in 14. But it wasn't quite there yet. 13 was a complete disaster because every time I would try to sim a match, someone would whip somebody into the corner, put him up on the top rope, do a suplex from the top rope to the floor at the bell of every single match. And I couldn't make it stop. So the AI was definitely not tweaked in such a way that that I could get away with using that as a Federation simulator or whatever. But yeah. But anyhow, folks, I'm going to sign off here. If you want to hear some more insight and MVWF history, I have an interview with Beyond Your Soul's Fusion, who wrestled on this event here, that we did. I told him I wanted to do about maybe a half an hour and 40 minutes. I think we probably did about maybe an hour and a half. Fusion, very generous with his time. And, of course, Brandon Bones wrestled on the BYS event here at nighttime in jolly old England time and in the evening here on the east coast of the United States. And Bones was victorious over Xavier Cross. Brandon Bones is also the NWA's World Television Champion and has recently just won and recently lost the EWF World Heavyweight Championship. So Bones is continuing to be very successful everywhere he goes. Oh yeah. Brandon Bones has been around for a very, very long time, and any federation that hosts him there and stuff is lucky to have him, because they won't have to teach him how to do anything, or as far as how to handle his career or anything like that. I mean, it's all fairly expert at this point. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for joining us. I saw that there was a little bit of an open window here, and nobody was really running a show that I could see or anything like that. So I decided to give us a little bit of a taste, and we will be back tomorrow, probably around noontime or so, with the next 8 or 9 matches here in the MVWF's Super Match Tournament. And we will see you then.